Welcome to Upturned Table, and today we have the beginning of it all. So a $5 million Kickstarter campaign came from this little box. So this is the original Kickstarter funded project by James Sherriff of Mike Francina's Trench Crusade. So these are SIOcast miniatures that were sculpted by Sherriff, and as kind of, I think, a proof of concept, or they were just kind of testing to see, how things were going to look. I don't think the playtest rules were available yet. Maybe it was very early days, but now you have full playtest rules as well as updates and a lore digest as well. And now, of course, the successful crowdfunding and also STLs. So that was an interesting thing that they did with this final campaign, was they presented printed miniatures, which I believe were going to be SIOcast as well as these, and also STLs, which are available on MyMiniFactory. I'll put a link to the description for that. There's late pledge still available for that. But what is in this box? So this was from 2022, and originally the campaign was just called Trench Crusade, the Communicant Anti-tank Hunter. And so it was a single miniature and an ammo monk, I believe, was the other that was included. But of course, as more pledges came through, they added miniatures and also art cards. So you can see the original art that this was that inspired these miniatures. So let's take a look. So these didn't arrive in Asia. I think we were kind of the last to get things until 2024. So not that long ago, but let's start with the art cards. So this was the art originally for this setting that Mike Francina had developed that became Trench Crusade. So here's our observer, our combat medic, and this was the original art for the Communicant Anti-tank Hunter. So the Trench Pilgrim, and finally the Witch Burner. So beautiful art, and it's nice to have these in postcard form. So this is the original art that created this. Oh, and a thank you for your support, and a tiny URL for everything. It looks like everything arrived in decent shape. Yeah. Nice. So this is, I think, everything that was offered from this mini campaign. It was just kind of a test. They only did funding for 12 days. Let's take a look. So there's our larger. So I believe this is a 60 millimeter miniature, is what they called it. And because it's SIOcast, it's not on a sprue, and it's all cut off of its any of the anchors or channeling that it was connected to. But as you can see, the detail is nice. Yeah, so it's got a little bit of where it was, cut from. But nice detail. The only downside, so there'll be some little tabs to take off. Not a lot. It doesn't look like a lot of cleanup, though. As you can see, it's pretty clean. And so this will be the biggest of the miniatures. So unfortunately, because SIOcast won't work with plastic cement, you're going to have to use super glue. So that's the only downside. But the rifle is nice. So here's our 5 pieces. Yeah, so I believe this is the pose from the card. So it's over his shoulder. Nice. So there's our anti-tank communicant, and I believe, here is the from the artwork. Here is the other miniature, the ammo monk. And it's nice they include bases. So this looks like a 40 mil and a 25. So here is our ammo monk. Yeah, so just a little bit to clean up to get it to make good contact with the base, but not a lot of lines, it doesn't look like. So maybe here's better light. So his box of holy ammo. So just to give you a sense of the scale, so this is more, human scale, and this is the larger communicant. All right, and then they also unlocked. So here's our Trench Pilgrim. He's got a few pieces. So it looks like his rifle and hands are... Oh, his hands are already on the rifle there. So that just seats there. And yeah, we'll have to clean up his capriote a little bit. And I think, I don't think we've got any... Everything looks pretty straight. And then I think these plates are going to attach to him as well. I'll take a look. Let's take a look at the art. Oh yeah, these are shouldered. These are actually like shoulder armor. So those will attach there. Nice. Yeah, but as you can see, nice detail. All right, so it looks like another 25 millimeter base. Oh, and here's our observer. So this is the one with the large helmet. Oh, and it looks like they use the coloring. So he carries like a spear, like a pole arm, and that looks a little warped. So it looks like a little different material. Hopefully some hot water will fix that up. So here he is. Yeah, there's a little channel attached to him, but he's got the large helmet. Yeah, and it's been really fun, not only seeing the game rules, but the early lore is really great for the setting. It is just the most most intense setting as far as combining, World War I and the Crusades. It looks like another piece of armor for his front. Nice. So we've got a couple more here. Oh, this looks like our combat medic, and she's got a hand with a very thin blade. So her arms are crossed, and this is her hand with her, looks like a machete scalpel, machete-sized scalpel. And then also, let's take a look at the art. Oh yeah, and this goes across her, this goes across her back. Oh yeah, there's the slot for it. So maybe the drugs or the medical supplies. And then the hand. Ooh, serrated, a very nasty serrated scalpel. Yeah, so there is a lot of pain involved in being a trench pilgrim. This is the it was just the head. This is the witch burner. But they've got the capriote, the peaked helmet. Yeah, so the lore for the helmet, they protect them from things they actually couldn't see, these demonic images that they couldn't, gaze at with the naked eye. It would drive them insane. So these are protection, not only armor, but protection from unholy visions. And got another little piece of armor in there. All right. Yeah, so this is everything that came in the pledge, including the art card. So this was the beginning, the first physical models that we saw that translated the Mike Francina art for Trench Crusade into miniature form. So these are SIOcast, and I'll clean these up and get these based so we can actually start some painting. And speaking of painting, so MyMiniFactory is doing a promotion. I think we've got about a week left, maybe a week to 10 days left from this recording. They're doing a painting competition. You can win 3D printers and all kinds of other goodies for your hobby. I'll put a link in the description. And there's 3 categories. There's a diorama category, I think an individual model category, and just a creativity category. So there's plenty of chances to pick stuff up. You can get the, if you have a 3D printer, you can get the model at a discounted, the STL at a discounted price for the competition. And we will be showing off more Trench Crusade content on the channel. I'm really excited for the release of everything. The miniatures look great. It's really good. So initially it was, even though they did this test, the game says that it's miniatures agnostic. So there's been a lot of creative kit bashing. Oh, I think that's one of the painting categories is kit bashing. That's been part of the aesthetic of the game all along. And so the setting itself is basically during the Crusades, Jerusalem was destroyed by the discovery of this artifact from hell, which converted about a third of humanity on the planet to serve, the devil, unholy forces, to serve, the lords of hell, and basically the Crusaders and everybody that remained had to face against them. And so it's a very, very fun kind of restructuring of Europe and retelling of kind of a combination of World War I, and so the Great War and the Crusades. And the interesting thing to keep this visual style as it is, you'll notice they have, bolt action rifles and things, but the metallurgy, there's holy power and also demonic power that go into crafting the weapons and armor. So melee remains a viable option because the armor that they've been able to create will stop bullets. So it's just this very interesting combination of new and old arms and armor and the types of combat. So so take a look. I'll put a link to the website so you can read the background and take a look at the rules. It's D6s and it looks like a heck of a lot of fun. So it's Tomas Perinin from Mordheim and Games Workshop. So you're checking D6s and it looks like a lot of fun. So look out for more Trench Crusade content on the channel. I'll put links to the late pledge for the digital version of the miniatures that they produce. So all of the factions in the setting have miniatures now. But of course you can, still kit bash your own. And if you backed this early pledge, you have the first kind of first units from that. So thank you for watching, and we will be back again soon with more Trench Crusade. So upturntable.com is the main website, and give us a like on this video so more people can see it, and subscribe to the channel to see more content. So thanks so much, and see you again next time. Goodbye.